A particle of mass capital M is at a distance a from the surface of a thin spherical shell of equal mass and having radius a. We have to verify various statements over here. Let us see the first statement. The gravitational field and the potential both are 0 at the center of the shell. Okay, at the center of the shell, inside a shell, okay, there will always be a certain gravitational potential. Okay, if I consider this as a thin shell, there will always be a gravitational potential. Yes, the field will be 0, but the gravitational potential will not be equal to 0. So option number A is incorrect. The gravitational field is 0 not only inside the shell but at a point outside the shell also. Okay, now over here if I consider the gravitational potential, okay, now over here there is a thin shell of a distance a, okay, at a distance a, and okay, a small mass is at a distance a. Okay, so if I consider the gravitational potential over here is a scalar quantity. Okay, so gravitational potential over here is a scalar quantity. Okay, and if they talk about the gravitational field is 0 not only inside the shell as well as outside the, at a point outside the shell also. Okay, inside the shell it will, the gravitational potential will be equal to 0. Okay, now let me consider for a point outside the shell. If I consider point mass m, okay, at a distance of a from this shell, okay, at a distance of a from this shell. Okay, if I want to find out the gravitational potential, if I want to find out the gravitational potential or the gravitational field at a certain distance, let us say, okay, so this entire distance will be equal to, from the center it will be at a distance a. Okay, so if I say that the point O, let me assume that the gravitational field at this point, at the point O, is equal to 0. Okay, let its distance be equal to x from the center of the first shell. Okay, and this distance will be equal to 2a minus x. So at this point the gravitational field is equal to 0, so it will be equal to g. Okay, g into the mass over here is equal to capital M divided by x. Okay, divided by x square will be equal to g capital M, okay, divided by, over here it will be equal to 2a minus x the whole square. Okay, so gm will get cancelled out. If I calculate this value, okay, if I take root on both the sides, 2a minus x will be equal to x. Okay, so 2a will be equal to 2x, or x will come out to be, x over here will come out to be a. Okay, so the gravitational field is exactly equal to 0 on the point. Okay, the total gravitational field on the point, on the shell, okay, on the point touching the shell, it will be equal to 0. So outside the shell, no, outside the shell it will not be equal to 0, or exactly on the surface it will be equal to 0. So option number B is also incorrect. Okay, inside the, now let us verify the option number C. Inside the shell gravitational field alone is 0. Okay, now over here the gravitational field inside this shell, okay, the total gravitational field, whether it will be equal to 0 or not, let us see. Okay, now over here the gravitational field for this, due to this shell at its center, okay, if I draw one more diagram, so due to this shell at its center will be, that is E1 will be equal to 0, but E2 over here will be, there will be certain gravitational field due to the point M. Okay, due to the point M there will be certain gravitational field, okay, at E2. Okay, and that E2 will be given as gm divided by 2a the whole square. Okay, 2a divided the whole square. Okay, so gravitational, inside the field the gravitational field alone is 0. No, gravitational field is not equal to 0. Okay, neither, now if I check the option number D, okay, if I check the option number D, neither gravitational field nor gravitational potential is 0 inside the shell. Okay, this point is correct because neither the gravitational field, the total gravitational field, and neither the gravitational potential be equal to 0, so the option number D is correct.